Hey guys, so this is going to be my digital music collection. So I only buy from two places, that is Amazon and Play Store. With Amazon, it's usually, obviously, sometimes when you buy physical albums from Amazon, you also get a digital version as well. So I thought I'll show you the Play Store ones. Now first it says there, you probably can't see it, but it says 171 albums. These are the only ones that I've purchased. I did have Google Play Music subscription, but I don't have it anymore. But so you won't see it in here, but it'll still say how many albums, but there's not 171. But anyway, let us begin. So the first one here we have is Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice. If I go use this as a back, is it gonna no, it's okay. Did I ask you to click on that? No, I didn't. I have Calvin Harris's 18 Months album, Dr. Dre's song, What's the Difference? I have an Adele song. I'm usually not a massive fan of Adele, but I like Rumour Has It, so, you know. I have that. I remember listening to that in Asda. I was like, who sings this? And I found out it was Adele. I was like, okay, a bit shook. And then have a song by Roxette. I think that's how you pronounce it. And that's How Do You Do. Come to think of it, if you listen to the song, it's slightly creepy because it's like a bloke talking about, you know, I don't know, it just came across creepy, but I still like it anyway. And then I have Young Punch, 714 Ever. I discovered him when I went to see G-Eazy in concert in Birmingham because he was like one of the headliners, and it's what you call it, headliners. I demand you to go down. It's not going to go down like that, are you? I then have Nina's 99 Luft Balloons. Everyone loves that song. Everyone's heard of that song anyway. I then have a song by Sweet. This one is Papa Joe. This one's so catchy. I then have Lily Allen's Air Balloon. I have Paul McCartney song, the one that he did with Michael Jackson. This is a bit awkward, but Say, really like that one. I then have Johnny Cash's song Her. I then have two songs from the Aquaman soundtrack, and that is the one by Skylar Grey, which is Everything I Need, and then Ocean to Ocean by Pitbull. It's one of those songs where you know it's bad, but it's catchy, so you get it anyway. But when that dropped into in the film, when I was watching, I was like, what the hell's happening? But yeah. I then have Professor Green's Are You Getting Enough, Celine Dion's Ashes, some songs by Avril Lavigne from the Avril Lavigne self-titled album, should I say, Rock and Roll, Let Me Go, and Hello Kitty. I then have Taylor Swift's Bad Blood. I believe this one's the one with Kendrick Lamar. I know there's like one without him. I think that's the singled one, but I prefer that one. And then I have Skrillex Bangarang. I then have Meatloaf's I'd Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that. Let us go down. I then have G-Eazy's The Beautiful and the Damned album. Or is it just one song? I know I have this in a physical. Yeah, the whole album. I do have this as a physical as well. I then have this, if I can pronounce how to say it, Pola Punk. These are from a band from Finland, I believe. They were on Eurovision singing the song No Prejudice. They're a group that, like, you know how like we have, what's that kids show with that band in it? I'm trying to give an example, I don't even remember the example. But basically it's like a kids band, if that makes any sense. They do kids songs and stuff with morals and stuff. I then have Justin Bieber's, I believe this is Boyfriend. Yeah, Boyfriend. I then have Avril Lavigne's The Best Damn Thing album. This is when everyone was like, they're saying Avril Lavigne, this has to be like some kind of copy or something. I then have the Proclaimers, 500 miles. I'm gonna walk 500. I'm gonna be 500 miles. I then have a song by Real Big Fish, and it's their cover of Take On Me. This is a recent purchase. It's just catchy. I know it's not as good as the original. Nothing will be as good as an original, but it's a good cover of it. I then have Beyonce's Drunk Love, PewDiePie's Bitch Lasagna. I have this by 8-Bit Universe, and it is Down Under. Basically, usually I'll just use the song anyway, but I thought, you know, it's for a video ages and ages ago, and I wanted to use a song by 8-Bit. Oh yeah, I know what it was. I was going to do a review of the Star Wars perfume, and they did like a cover of you know, the theme tune in 8-Bit, and I emailed them saying, can I use it, and they wanted me to pay. I was like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like, you're a small thing, I've already bought your song, like, fuck off. Because it said, like, don't use it without permission and stuff. Usually I ain't bothered, but I thought, why not? And I was like, no, bugger it. But I like this Down Under, so I purchased that. And then have PewDiePie's boobs in the thumbnail. You know, the whole meme of Falcon Lover and everything. And have Mika's The Boy Who Knew Nothing, I think, who knew, I believe it's Nothing, album. I have this album, I think this was like a freebie, but it's when Brazil, it was Brazil, when the World Cup was in Brazil, and basically all those songs are on there. So, there's that. I then have Skylar Grey's The Buried Session. These are basically like covers. Love the Way You Are Part 3, Coming Home Part 2, and Words, which is original, but yeah. I then have a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, By the Way. I then have Madonna's song, Beautiful Stranger. I then have Lady Gaga feat. Whale Chillin' song, John Newman's Come and Get It, Shania Twain, You're Still the One, and That Don't Impress Me Much. I then have PewDiePie's Congratulations, the full EP, so the original and the acapella one, which is without like music or anything in the background, just vocals. I then have Lady Gaga's The Cure. I then have Eminem's, I think this is the whole album. No, just Stan. I then have Daniel Power, Bad Day. I then have Enya's Focus, damn you, Only Time. I then have Meatloaf's Dead Ring for Love, should I say. I then have Alan Walker's Different World album, Dirty Dancing soundtrack, The Chainsmokers, Don't Let Me Down, Feeders, Buck Rogers, Sergey Tankian, I never know how to pronounce his name, but that's Empty Wars. To be fair, that's the only song I've like listened to and liked. I've not really gone into that artist much anyway. I then have Jeezy's Endless Summer album. I then have Redbone's Come and Get Your Love. So I've got the Evil Within 2 cover of Original World, which is really good if you've not listened to that. Iggy Azalea's Fancy. So I've got two of these. So one of the songs that I wanted was only in the deluxe version, but I didn't want the deluxe version. So this is the normal version of a Flash Flood of Colour by Enter Shikari, but I also wanted the song Destabilize, but it was only in the red aux version. I didn't want the red aux version, so I brought that album and then I just brought this song separate. I then have Rihanna, Kanye West and Paul McCartney's for 5 seconds. The way I'm sitting is really uncomfortable. I've got Friends request by Gary Go. So this has the beginning and the beginning privacy remix, and the film's alright, I suppose. I then have Kool-Aid's Gangsta's Paradise, Danky Yankee's Gasoline, Ellie Henderson's Ghost, Coldplay's Ghost Stories album, which I believe I got free. I then have Little Mix's Touch. Yep, Touch. I then have Ellie Henderson's Glow, Timmy, and then have Tiny Tim, Living in the Sunlight, Loving in the Moonlight. Basically, I think it's PewDiePie that was using like a little chunket of this song. I was like, it's a bit catchy. I want to know who it's by this guy. He plays a ukulele. I can't even speak, but whatever. I have G-Eazy's and Kehlani. I don't even know how to say her name. Good Life. I have The Human League, Don't You Want Me. I then have Robbie Williams, Let Me Entertain You. I then have Sixpence, None of the Riches, Kiss Me. I then have Kelly Clarkson's Greatest Hits album, another Shania Twain song, which is That Don't Impress Me Much, Dance Mix. Avril Lavigne's Head Above the Water, Cash Me Outside Girl, Danielle, I can't say her last name, so I'm just going to call that High Bitch remix. I then have the Navy band, I'm not even going to pronounce that song, but they were on Eurovision. So yeah, I've got 2 of them. I've got the karaoke version and the normal version. I can't even remember where they're from. I've got Adam Ant's Puss in Boots. I have Jay-Z, The Hits Collection album, Kian's Somewhere Only We Know, Christina Perri's Human, this is TLC, No Scrubs, Cheryl's I Don't Care, Cardi B, I Like It. Can I just say I've gone off her after finding out I didn't really like her anyway, but this song was so catchy, but I don't like her even more because of what she said she used to do. And I was like, wow, it's okay because it's a female, but if it was a bloke that was doing it, it'd be wrong. Anyway, R. Kelly's Ignition Victory remix, Enrique Iglesias I'm a Freak, Joyner Lucas I'm Not Racist. I remember when this song came out, there was like a lot of like controversy around it, but if you properly listen to the whole thing, it is really good and it is so true. I then have Nadine's Insatiable, Christina Aguilera Keeps Getting Better, a decade of hits. I then have Inix's Never Tear Us Apart. I do want to get the rest of the album though. I then have AWS. I'm not even going to pronounce that album, but they were on Eurovision. So not Eurovision, I didn't bother seeing it this year because I just couldn't be bothered. And then I then have UB40's Red Wine. I then have Wham's Last Christmas. I then have Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. I then have Take That, Let the Sun Live. I think this was a freebie as well, which I got free. I then have Demi Lovato's Let It Go. I'm not a massive fan of Demi Lovato, but I do like this song and this cover. I then have Black, Tide Worries of Time. Oops, what the hell did I just press? Oh really, you're gonna make me do this all over again. Alright, okay. So where was I? Yeah. Black Tide, Warriors of Time. Yeah, you're gonna make me go all the way down, aren't you? Where were we? I then have F. Barsley's Love the Unknown. I then have Cheryl's Love Made Me Do It. I have David Guetta's Love Is on the Sun. Danielle's Mama Don't Worry. Aloe Black, The Man. I'm gonna have to go quickly now because I've got low battery. Metallica's Nothing Else Matters. Calvin Harris's Outside. Aha's MTV Unplugged, This Is Take On Me. I then have the Muffin Song. I then have Pixie Lots Nasty, She Schreider's Never Leave You. The Living Tombstones, No Mercy. Sigma, Nobody to Love. Ava Max, Not Your Barbie Girl. Maxine Seaman, I think that's Siren, should I say. Where Is My Mind, basically it's a piano version of that song. Bastille's Oblivion. Ellie Goulding, On My Mind. Landell Ray's Once Upon a Dream, this was kind of freebie. Linkin Park's Battle Symphony, really love that song. Biffy Clyro's Mountains. Mika's El Midit. Emily Sandé's Imagine, that's a cover of John Lennon, I believe. Alexandra Burke's Overcome album. Blur's Park Life album. Lawson's When I'm Old. Nicki Minaj Pills and Potions. Smosh's Pirate Life. The Darkness, the Platinum Collection. The Play Classic Rock. This is just various of rock songs all put together. I have another one like that, but Pop Christmas and then Pop Hits. I've got Katy Perry's Dark Horse, All Saints Pure Shores, Aurora's Queendom, Iggy Azalea's Trouble, Mark Ronson's Record Collection album, the soundtrack to the game Rhyme, love that. Beyonce's Run the World, Theory of the Dead Man, So Happy. Naked, Sexual. Shakira's Empire. We're nearly there, guys. Gary Barlow's Let Me Go. Another Sixpence, Another Richer, There She Goes, cover, I believe that's a cover. Imagine Dragons Smoke and Mirrors album, The Chainsmokers and Coldplay, Just Like Me, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, that song. No, not Soulja, Crank That, it's called Crank That, should I say. Stacey Aura's There's Got to Be More to Life. Wet's Love Is All Around Me. Smosh's Stick of Gum. B.O.B. So Good. Sweet Strung Up album. Suicide Squad album. Ava Max Sweet But Psycho. Eurythmics Sweet Dreams. Clean Bandit Symphony, but this is like an acoustic version. Tattoos All About Us. Girls Aloud, I'll Stand By You, and Beautiful Because You Love Me. Enya Again, Ocarino Flow, should I say. Another one by, this is just a remix of There's Got to Be More to Life. G-Eazy's These Things Happen album. Bon Jovi, The House Is Not For Sale. Katy Perry, This Is How We Do It. Muse, Thought Contagion. Michael Jackson's Human Nature. Susie and the Banshees, The Passenger, what's this one? I Don't Want You to Play It. Don't matter because my headphones are in. But Take My Breath Away. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea who that's by. It doesn't say. UV's Trucker's Hitch. I did refer this to the What Does the Fox Say. Turn It Down for What by DJ Snake and Lil Jon. The Lonely Islands. I Just Had Sex. I remember when I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Girls Ugly Heart. Avril Lavigne's Under My Skin album. Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten, Eminem's Venom. This is his weakest song, but I'd explain why I have it in this video, but again, low battery. Aerosmith's The Very Best of Aerosmith album, The Jam, Down in the Tube Station, and then The Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York, Bruce Hornsby, The Way It Is, and then Soft Gene, We Created the World. Again, they were on Eurovision one time. Justin Bieber's What Do You Mean, and Tiger Monkey, Zooby-Doo, which was in a Ribena commercial. So that's all my Play Store songs. Now onto my Amazon. I then have Britney Spears, Britney Spears, Britney Jean, Britney Spears Piano Tribute Players. So it's got literally few covers of Britney songs, but like in piano version. I then have Deadpool's 2 soundtrack, Eurovision's, I don't know which one this one is, hang on, 2008, Westlife, I believe, yeah, Westlife's Face to Face. Where are we? Oh, so when I go back, it goes back to the top. Let's see how it is. I then have Alan Walker's Faded EP, Britney Spears' Femme Fatale, Westlife's Greatest Hits, The Greatest Showman soundtrack, Hairspray soundtrack, Macklemore The Heist, Disturbed Immortalized, Britney Spears In the Zone, Kerrang's Legends, The All-American Rejects, Kids in the Streets, Francesco Gabbani, Magellan, again he was on Eurovision, Shell's A Million Lights, The All-American Rejects, Move Along, Imagine Dragons Night Visions, David Guetta's Nothing But the Beat, Ultimate, Now That's What I Call 2000s, American Idiot, the musical soundtrack, Queen's The Platinum Hits, Muse's Simulation The Theory, I believe Simulation Theory, yeah, Simulation Theory, Avicii's Stories, Macklemore's The Unruly Me, I've Made Unruly Me, The Unruly Mess I've Made. Well, I'm not learning, I need to learn how to speak. And then have Papa Roach's To Be Loved album, Avicii's True, and then Avicii by Avicii's True, Westlife's Unbreakable, Avril Lavigne's Under My Skin, and yeah, that's it. So that is it for my digital music collection. So bye guys. So with the Amazon ones, I did have unlimited, but I don't have it anymore. But instead of what the Play Store does and just removes it from your library, this still stays in the library. So a lot of these aren't actually, I don't actually own, but we'll go for it. So I have the ones that I own is Billy Talent 66 Live, the American Rejects, what album is this one? The All American Rejects self-titled album. I then have Almost Alice soundtrack. I have the Billy Talent 3 album, Britney Spears' Blackout, Shaggy the Bombastic collection. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. I demand you to go down. This trackpad's killing me.